Welcome to a super exciting football adventure. Today, we will zoom back in time to see how football began.
Please like, share, and subscribe to Tiny Tales of Giants.
Football is a super fun game played by two teams with 11 players each. Players try to score goals by kicking the ball into the net as fast as they can. The team that scores the most goals wins and everyone cheers. Players must use their feet, head, or knees to move the ball. No hands allowed. Only the goalkeeper can touch the ball with hands inside the goal area. These rules make the game fair, super exciting, and fun to watch. In some countries, football is called soccer. Millions of people of all ages love playing and watching it. It is one of the most popular sports on the whole planet. Football started more than 2,000 years ago. Back then, the games looked very different from the football we play today. Some games were even so tricky and wild, they could be dangerous. The Aztecs in Mesoamerica played a game called chatali. Players tried to move a heavy ball through a stone ring high up on a wall. They were not allowed to touch the ball with their hands at all. The ball was super hard and heavy, almost like a rock. Kicking it was tricky, and players had to use all their strength. The game was tough, tricky, and sometimes even a little painful. In some games, the losing team had to face very serious rules. The captain of the losing team could be given to the gods. This shows how important and serious football was long ago. In ancient China, people played a game called cuju. Players kicked a soft leather ball filled with feathers. It was a fun game that also made players strong and skillful. Cuju was used to train soldiers and keep them fit. It helped them become strong, fast, and clever with the ball. It was both a game and a way to practice for battle. Many other cultures played ball games too. People in Greece, Rome, and Aboriginal Australia loved their own versions of football.
These early games helped shape the football we play today.
In 12th century England, people played a game called folk football. It was wild, noisy, and super exciting. Players ran all over town chasing a ball with friends and neighbors. This game was very rough and tricky. Players could kick, punch, and even shove the ball. Almost nobody followed any rules, so it was full of surprises. Sometimes the game caused injuries and broken fences. People even damaged homes and streets while playing. It was exciting, but very dangerous. Because it was so dangerous, authorities banned folk football for many years. The game disappeared from towns and streets. Everyone had to wait patiently for football to return. In the 17th century, football made a comeback. It returned to schools and towns. But this time people started thinking about rules. The game was exciting, and children loved playing it again. Different schools had different rules for playing football. Some schools allowed players to touch the ball with their hands. Others said no hands at all. It was very confusing.
In 1848,
some smart students met in Cambridge to solve this problem. They wanted one set of rules that everyone could follow. It was a big and important meeting for football history. The students created 11 simple rules for everyone to follow. These were called the Cambridge Rules. Now football had a clear plan, so everyone could play together. One important rule: players were not allowed to touch the ball with their hands anymore. Only the goalkeeper could use hands in a special area. This made the game fair and exciting for everyone. The students also decided the size and shape of the ball. No more guessing or weird balls. The ball became round and just right for kicking and passing. Fun fact: the rules were nailed to a tree so everyone could see them. Everyone could now play the same way. Football was becoming a real sport. These rules also helped separate soccer from rugby. Soccer used only feet, while rugby allowed carrying the ball. This made two exciting sports instead of one chaotic game. Rules made the game safer and more organized. Players could now focus on running, passing, and scoring goals. Football became even more fun for children and adults everywhere. Thanks to the Cambridge Rules, football spread quickly. It became popular in schools, towns, and soon, the whole country. Football was growing into the amazing game we love today. Football became super popular with workers in towns and cities. After long days of work, people loved running, kicking, and passing the ball. It was a perfect way to have fun, laugh, and make new friends. Playing football after a long week was exciting. People cheered, ran, and showed off their best tricks and kicks. It was fun for everyone, young and old, with big smiles all around. The British took football to many countries as they traveled and traded. Soon, children and adults everywhere were learning how to play. Football was spreading like magic across the world. Soon, football became a global game. People in Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Americas started playing. Everyone loved chasing the ball and scoring goals. Why do people love football so much? It is simple, fun, and full of surprises. Anyone can play, and millions of fans cheer for their favorite teams. Football clubs began forming in towns and cities. People wanted a team to belong to and play with regularly. Clubs made football even more exciting and full of team spirit. The first international match was in 1872. England played against Scotland. The game ended in a draw, but fans cheered and celebrated all the action. The first football tournament had 4 countries: England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Teams competed with skill, speed, and big smiles. Every match was full of energy and fun. More competitions and matches made football even more exciting. Fans started cheering for their favorite teams. Football became a sport that brought everyone together with laughter and excitement. Football was now an official sport. Clubs, teams, and tournaments were everywhere. Children dreamed of being the next star players, scoring amazing goals.
FIFA stands for Fédération Internationale de Football Association. It was founded in 1904 to organize football all over the world.
The FIFA World Cup happens every 4 years, and fans decorate with colorful flags, wear their team colors, and cheer loudly with big smiles for their favorite players. FIFA makes sure everyone follows the rules and plays fair. FIFA organizes big international football competitions. It manages teams from over 200 countries. Without FIFA, football would not be as organized, fair, or exciting. FIFA is based in Zurich, Switzerland. It helps countries grow football, train players, and organize matches. People everywhere look to FIFA to guide the game and make it fun. FIFA runs huge tournaments like the FIFA World Cup. It also organizes youth competitions and club matches. Millions of fans all over the world watch every exciting game. FIFA helps football grow in every country. It teaches children to play, kick, and pass the ball. Football brings people together, spreading teamwork, fun, and friendship. The first FIFA World Cup was held in
1930.
in Uruguay. Teams from all over the world came to compete. It was the start of a big football party for everyone. Uruguay won the first World Cup. The players jumped and celebrated with big smiles. It was a historic and unforgettable moment in football. Get ready for the biggest football party ever. The
2026
FIFA World Cup will be packed with goals, cheers, and amazing fun. For the first time ever, 3 countries will host the World Cup together. Canada, the United States, and Mexico will share the games. This World Cup will be the biggest ever. There will be 48 teams and more than 100 matches, with lots of goals and fun. Football has amazing stars who inspire everyone. Super players like Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo show incredible skills, tricks, and teamwork. Thank you for joining this amazing football adventure. Keep playing, dreaming, and having fun with football.
Please like, share, and subscribe to Tiny Tales of Giants.